There you go.
You're good?
What up, duders? What up, what up, what up?
Hi.
Welcome to the Select Difficulty Podcast. I am Mongo. These guys right here,
I'm
they're
Jobless.
losers.
Okay. I'm JoblessGamer.
I'm ChopX1337.
Why the X1337, by the way? All
Well-
this time, I've never asked you that.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. So my first game was EverQuest. And that's an MMORPG from like 1990. And they had this class called a monk. So like monks, they chop stuff, they kick stuff. So I was like, Chop. I wanted to name Chop. That's all I wanted. And Chop was taken. I was like, okay, cool. What about X Chop? And then X Chop was taken. Like X Chop X taken. Chop X not taken. And I'm stubborn. So I stuck with that for the rest of my life. And then on Twitch, Chop X was taken by some guy who had like done a rap stream once.
Hmm.
And then I was like, well, I'm pretty freaking elite. So I, edgy 14-year-old slapped elite at the end. And now here we are.
Elite.
Like 13 years later. Yeah.
That's what 1337 means. It's leet.
Yeah. Elite.
Okay, I need to leave this Discord server.
Okay. Well, please don't, because the entire thing will be destroyed.
Yeah. That's pretty rough, brother.
There goes that chop noise again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's doing it again, Chop.
I just heard it.
So, oh, Jesus.
Jesus, chop.
Here we go.
You
Right.
guys,
If
you
you
guys
guys
just
didn't
hang on.
realize, we have some audio issues on Chop's end.
I'm just gonna
Imagine spending all kinds of money on a
Yeah.
audio setup and
mute it not working.
it not working properly.
Jesus, it's crazy.
Poor Chop.
Poor
Well, we got
Chop.
a pretty while Chop figures that out, we'll kind of give you a rundown of what we're doing today. We're gonna talk about GDC, the Game Developers Conference, and what's going on with that. We've got Call of Duty Battle Royale. What's that
Maybe.
called? Warzone?
Warzone, possibly. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Yeah,
It might
yeah.
not be real, honestly.
We'll see. I don't think it is.
I
know
don't
if
think
is
it.
real.
Honestly, I don't think it's real either. I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if they came out and like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Here's what they're gonna do, right? April 1st is gonna happen,
Oh no, not like this.
and they're gonna be like April Fool's turds.
Yeah, probably. Honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, then
Yeah.
we're gonna talk
we
about
good?
Borderlands.
And-
Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands.
Everything that is coming with Borderlands, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
for Borderlands.
Briefly touch on the Division 2. Briefly, because I'm the only one who's played it, I believe. Chop, have you played it? Just
Yeah.
give me a nod. Okay. Chop has not played it. Yeah, just don't talk, Chop. This is good for you. I think this is better for us. We might get more views like this.
Pause.
Can you guys hear me?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, we did that wrong. No.
No. Unplug it again.
Chop, are you there? Chop, are you there?
Hmm.
And then
We do
we'll
this every
Alright.
time Chop joins the Discord when we're playing a game. Tell him
Yeah,
we
it's
can't
pretty
hear
rough.
him.
oh my god, it's doing it again.
Oh
And then
my
we're gonna
God.
talk about the bucket. And we'll see what's in the bucket.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to talk about GDC a little bit and kind of what happened,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, there's this small little virus going around right now.
Yeah.
Little virus.
What
The coronavirus. You guys might have heard about it.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Anyway, apparently that's kind of influencing
Everyone's kind of concerned
developers.
about
Yeah.
health.
There's a bunch of developers, obviously, that decided to back out. Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, I guess I should say.
Mhm.
Microsoft backed out. Epic backed out.
Yep.
Sony, I think, backed out.
Sony-
Amazon Games backed out.
Sony backed out a long time ago. Sony is being weird about doing things, but they weren't at E3 last year. Sony wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, they just decided, we're not going to be at E3. We don't need that in our lives. And then this year, they didn't. I don't think they went to anything. They're like, we're not going to E3 again, and they're like, we're not doing GDC, and like it was just for no reason. Like they're launching a console this year, and they're just not doing anything. And I think it's just because they're trying to stay like a step ahead of Microsoft and kind of undercut Microsoft where they can as far as prices go and stuff like that. I think that's what their move is. So they got a lot of flack for backing out of GDC, but now GDC has been canceled, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize Sony backed out beforehand.
Yeah.
Crazy. Did I say Amazon Games?
Yeah.
I think Amazon Games backed out. EA
Yeah.
backed out.
Yeah.
And then I think Polygon.
Mhm.
They're like a news website for gaming, but
Yep.
They backed out as well.
So everyone backed out, and I think that happened 2-3 days ago. Everyone was kind of tweeting saying that they're not going.
I remember talking to you about it. Friday?
Okay.
The only thing that I've seen about it so far is on the PC Games website.
Okay. Yeah, there was a couple tweets from like Blizzard and stuff saying, "Hey, we're just not going. We're concerned about health of our employees and stuff." And I think
Which
later,
is a realistic concern.
yeah. And then later that day, GDC came out and said that they're just canceling the whole event. Which
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
I think is, I mean, the right move.
Realistic. Yeah,
No one's showing up, so might as well just cancel it.
Yeah.
Which it's just crazy though. It's kind of crazy, you know, to me that a whole thing could just get canceled like that, you know.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
like what happened with SOCON.
Nope. Your mic's still messing up.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh
my
yeah.
God, dude.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a cable to replace it with?
No. But we weren't having this issue in the call right before the podcast, so
Yeah, we were.
why did nobody say anything?
We did, and
We
you
did.
tried to fix it.
Oh, that was like 10 seconds before the podcast.
Well, it's still before the podcast.
When we were-
Before.
We were already in the starting soon screen.
It's true. It's
Hey,
fine.
John.
What? It's fine.
Imagine.
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 Oh my goodness.
So, Jesus Christ, sounds like
Just
a
don't move.
fucking
Just
hell.
don't
Yeah,
move.
don't move. Just don't move at all.
Stay
Just
right
don't.
there.
Yep,
Don't do
you're
nothing.
doing great. Oh, you're moving. Why are you moving? Stop moving. You can smile and move your eyes. Don't move anything
I
else.
was muted.
That's probably for the best.
I'm just gonna unmute when I talk.
Okay, just go push to talk or something. Just hold down
Yeah,
the
push
mute
to
button
talk.
on the Go XLR, and you'll be
we're
good to
gonna
go.
treat this like Mongo's Stream Discord.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
No
Um,
talkie. Shut
So,
up.
okay, so Warzone. So Warzone. GDC is
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a quick topic, but
Yeah.
Warzone. You guys excited? Not excited?
I don't know.
Okay. Chop, you excited? Not excited? Could care less.
You're talking about the BR, right?
The BR, the possible BR.
The alleged
Yeah,
BR.
the alleged BR.
I am actually super excited
Okay.
because PUBG, way too clunky of a game.
Mhm.
It's, I mean, it had a great concept, and it basically made a huge splash in the gaming industry because it was the first real battle royale gameplay, right?
Mhm.
But then you had Fortnite come in and Apex come in, and they just slaughtered PUBG. It wasn't even fair,
No.
and there's really no direct competition for those
Realm
games.
Royale.
Whereas, Realm Royale, imagine. It was a really cool concept, Realm, right? The class based, and then Apex came out and was like, "No, this is how you do it."
Well, I think
But-
Realm Royale had a really good like the whole like class thing and stuff like that was really good, and then like
I like the armory aspect.
yeah, and then they made like this really weird update where like they took the classes out of the game, and you could just go to the armory and you could craft like one of the special weapons. So like anybody could craft an axe, or anybody could craft like the bow.
They didn't take classes out of the game.
They did. They recently they added them back, but they did take them out. You could like
Oh,
craft.
last time that I played, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, they
But-
basically made it to where you could make any class could like build any weapon if they wanted to, as far as I understand. And then people were like, "Well, that's not great. That's not fun anymore." You know, the fun part was the classes and mixing it up, and then they kind of got rid of that. My favorite part of Realm Royale was the chickens. So
The chickens.
Oh,
The
shit.
Yeah.
chickens.
It
Yeah.
was a really neat down state because you could actually like juke people out.
yeah, you could like juke people around rocks and buildings and out of windows and shit like that. It was actually a lot of fun. Not just crawling around, just like please don't shoot me, sir. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying your best to crawl over to your teammates.
Yeah.
Res
exactly.
me, brother.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm really excited for Warzone. I think the thing that makes me the most excited about it is like all of us, we all play on PC, and
Right.
the battle royale that for Black Ops 4 that came out it's a good one. It's a good battle royale. It's just on PC, it's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
like
There's
most
no community.
yeah, like most Call of Duties on PC, 6 months in they die, the community just disappears, and those games live on console, which isn't a bad thing at all. But I mean, this Modern Warfare is the first fully cross-platform Call of Duty. So
do we know anything about the details of the Call of Duty? Like how many people? I think I read like earlier, like 200 people.
Yeah,
per map.
it was leaked. 200, not leaked. It apparently someone's game glitched and it told them that 200 on a map, which is pretty crazy. So with it being full cross-platform, with PlayStation and Xbox, even if you're playing on PC, you're always going to be able to find lobbies. You know, it'll be alive for years to come, in my opinion, especially if it's free to play for everybody. Like,
yeah, I'm super interested to see what they do with the attachments system in the game.
Yeah,
because everybody has their own attachments that they run. Like my M4 versus your M4 just in Search and Destroy is a totally different M4.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
What was leaked? Not leaked. Leaked is, I don't want to say leaked, because people were in multiplayer, playing like multiplayer, and they got kicked out of multiplayer. Like you would just get kicked out of your multiplayer lobby, and you would be put into a Warzone lobby.
Oh,
it would just bug out and throw you, and you could do the training in the Warzone lobby. So there's been like YouTube videos.
People actually got a chance to gameplay it. Huh?
Yeah. So you have to like play like a training mode, like an Apex. You know how you have to do like the training, same thing.
Yeah.
So people got to do that training mode, and kind of see what like the fundamentals of the game and kind of what's different. So one of the things that is interesting is you can make a class. So like your M4, or like you could do like a sniper. M4, your perks, the whole thing, the grenades and stuff like that. And if you get enough, what they call in the game is plunder, you can find it on the map. If you kill people, they drop their plunder. You can like loot it from them. You can go and you can
similar to how Realm did it.
Yeah. And you can actually call in like a care package with your class on it. Like you pick it up and it has your guns and everything like that, and you're like ready to go.
That sounds actually really fucking cool.
So obviously you're gonna be able to pick up guns like a battle royale, but if you get the money and you want to, you could like basically like call in your one little class that you made, so you know people can run around with rocket launchers and riot shields, and it'll be great.
Do you think it takes down Fortnite?
No, maybe
no.
I don't.
Instant no.
No. Fortnite is on the downtrend, and there's one reason Fortnite's on the downtrend. It's not because of gameplay or lack of updates. It's because they won't announce any more tournaments. Everyone's like, when is your next big tournament? And they haven't announced it. I think they announced like the World Cup. They had like the trailer for the World Cup up, and they pulled it down because of the virus. I don't think they're doing it this year. Which is
the virus is killing gaming.
Yeah.
Right now.
So, which is a big deal because I mean, it's the World Cup. I mean, it's like $10 million on the line. You know, millions of viewers. You know, and to not do it is pretty crazy in my opinion. Will it kill it? No, but I think if they do it right, I think it can compete with the Apexes and the Fortnite. I think it can compete if they do it right.
It'll definitely compete with Apex for sure. Yeah. Apex is kind of a dead game. The only time that Apex really comes back is during the launch of a hero or during the launch of a new season or
Twitch Rivals.
You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Twitch Rivals.
Yeah.
It'll play for like 10 minutes. And then...
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it has a possibility of being a good game, but I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty games for a lot of years. It's Activision, they'll fuck it up. So don't get your hopes up.
That is true. It'll
launch a buggy fucking mess, and it'll take 2.5 months to patch and fix, and then people will be fucking over it by that point. So calling it now.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened with Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually. We had fun playing Apex when it came out, and then
it was really fun. It just you couldn't stream it, and your game would crash every 30 minutes. But for that 30 minutes that you could play, it was a great game.
Yeah. I know we have a list here that we're going off of. We're not really being scripted, but we do have a list. But can we go off the beaten path for a second?
Let's do it.
Yeah, send it.
Have y'all heard about Anthem 2.0?
I heard they're revamping it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing a complete overhaul of Anthem.
They need to.
So,
they absolutely need to.
I don't know if you know, Chop, but Anthem came out and shit the bed.
I heard that Anthem came out. I never played it.
Yeah, I never played it either because when it got announced 3 years ago and everyone was like, it's going to be the greatest game ever. I was like, that's going to be dog shit and y'all are stupid. And then it came out and guess what it was? Everyone spent $60 and it was dog shit and they're stupid because duh. And so, they announced that they're doing a complete overhaul of the entire game. Anthem 2.0. Not an Anthem 2. Same Anthem, just completely overhauling the entire game. So, I was, are y'all going to give it a shot? Anybody?
I don't know.
It might.
Oh, wait.
It's
Oh,
gonna
wait.
just depend on
If it
when
was
they actually launch
if
that.
it was
Mainly PvE though, right?
yeah, it's PVE. If it was on sale for $15, would you do it?
Yeah, for sure.
If the wife let me.
That's the
Dude,
wife
I
let
spend 20
him.
bucks. I spend 20
Fair.
bucks on way dumber things.
Yeah, that's
Not
fair.
me.
That's fair. On Call of Duty's guns.
Yeah, like I'm like just a set of skins. I'll be like, yeah, I want some pretty pixels, sure.
Something that
Yeah.
shoots pink lasers at people. It's like, yeah, I'll pay $20 for it. Whatever.
Yeah, I want to
This
shoot
thing
pink lasers.
shoots a rainbow.
I wish something shot a rainbow. I'd pay so much money for that. Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I would pay.
I actually have paid to shoot a rainbow out of.
Oh, I know.
bow.
I
Yeah.
remember. I remember.
Yeah, back in the Guild War days.
Anyway.
I downloaded it today. Anyway, that's off the path.
Yeah, anyway, back on the beaten path. I just wanted to bring it. I don't think they've announced anything or what they're doing, but I think it's interesting that they're trying to save the game when I don't think
Yeah.
it'll help personally.
Yeah. So we were talking about the battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple hints, I guess, that they're saying they're hints in the game. There's like this fluid container that
Yep.
had like a 3-03.
Yep, 3-03.
And then and then like a movie poster on Piccadilly.
There's a movie poster that says 3-03. I think there's a monitor in one of the new maps that says 3-03, and then on the screen, if you hover over like the main menu for it, it'll bleep in every now and then. It says 3-03.
What about like there's isn't there one that says something about March 10th?
There is something that says something about March 10th. I think it's the
Maybe
same
that's
thing.
the poster. Maybe it's the poster.
No,
on
no,
Piccadilly.
the poster's 3-03.
It is. I don't know.
Yeah. I was looking at it
Okay.
all last night.
So we potentially have 2 more days for 150 gig download.
Correct.
Yeah, probably.
Correct.
There's speculation though that like I think you were telling me about this yesterday, Jobless,
Mhm.
where if you already own Modern Warfare, you might get like an early
Week.
an early week of it.
So yeah. So everyone, the big up in the air dates are the March 3rd and March 10th. And everyone's kind of going back and forth. Is it going to be March 3rd or March 10th? Their update days are Tuesdays. Those both fall on Tuesdays. I've come to the conclusion that it's going to launch on the 3rd for everyone who owns Modern Warfare, and then it'll launch a week later on the 10th, free to play for everybody.
It could also be that they announce it on the 3rd and then launch it on the 10th.
It could be. It could be. That is super, super possible. Honestly, I thought they were going to announce it this week at PAX East, but
Right.
they fucking didn't. Apparently, they had a booth there, from what I was told. But they didn't have a panel, or I didn't see anything about it on Twitter. So I don't. Who fucking knows?
Well, didn't you say there were some videos uploaded?
Yeah. So on their YouTube channel, in their playlist for season 2, so they have like the season 2 trailer and shit like that in the season 2 playlist. There's two videos that were uploaded, I think, Saturday, and they're both set to private. So, I mean, whatever it is, it's soon. You know, it's got to be soon. So, I just don't see them just announcing it and then dropping it the same day. You know, I don't see that happening. That doesn't happen very, very often in gaming.
That's why I'm thinking the 3rd is going to be the announcement, and then the 10th is the drop.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's a good point. So I'm just, at this point, I wanted it on the 3rd because that's sooner. But at this point, I just want it to be announced so I can like have a date set to look forward to. You know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Even just like a gameplay trailer, so that we can actually speculate on
Exactly
what it's going to look like, or compare ourselves to the potential pro meta.
Yeah. So one of the interesting features, what's setting it apart from a lot of the battle royales, is when you die, you go and you get put into the gulag showers. And yeah. So you get put into the gulag showers. If you play 2v2s on there, you know what the gulag showers are. And so you'll get put into the gulag showers, and then if someone else dies, y'all will 1v1 in the gulag showers. I believe it to be 1 round from what has been said. 1 random class, 1 round, winner gets revived.
That actually sounds super cool.
Yeah, winner gets revived and gets put back in the game. The person that dies gets fucking the boot. And then what's really interesting is so that the plunder, the money aspect that they have in the game, you can buy all kinds of stuff with it. You can buy like kill streaks, nothing crazy. You can buy, like I said, you can get your class like dropped in. You can revive, or you can pay to get your teammates revived with it. It's like $4,000. You can get your teammates revived, stuff like that. And if you don't want to, if you die and you have plunder on your body, you just drop it. So whoever kills you can just pick it up and it's theirs. If you win the match with the plunder, you're good to go. You get the plunder, right? There's also.
So what can you use the? What do you think that we're going to be able to use the plunder for outside of the game?
Well, if you're in the gulag showers waiting for a 1v1 match, you can bet on other 1v1 matches with your what's it called, with your plunder with other players.
So you're saying that Activision is endorsing gambling, huh?
It seems that way, yeah. It does seem that way. But there's banks scattered around the entire map. So if you're not such a great player and you don't want to risk, say you have 5,000-6,000 plunder and you don't think you're going to win the game, you can actually go to a bank and deposit your plunder so it's safe. They said the drawback to that is basically it's super loud and it makes everybody completely aware of where you are and what you're doing. So you're probably going to die. It's
now we know where to camp.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
hey,
I mean, that sounds like a good spot for rats.
Yeah, you could just sit there, I guess, at the banks and hope someone rolls up with, a quick 10 grand and just, boop boop.
I mean,
yeah.
Let's be honest, it's Call of Duty. There's going to be campers anyway.
Yeah. So I'm excited about the 1v1 aspect. I'm excited about the gambling aspect, and I'm excited to see if there's something to spend this currency on outside of just gambling. Maybe on camos just for battle royale or something like that.
Battle royale specific skins.
So I think that'd be cool. I think it was leaked by somebody on the inside saying that your levels and stuff like that all transfer over. So if you're level 85 in multiplayer, you'll be 85 in Warzone. I don't know if that's the case. I don't like that idea, but whatever, it's fine. I think it should have its own separate level,
It definitely should. That way you have a good idea of how experienced that player is in the game mode.
Exactly. I think if they were smart, if you played previous Call of Duties, you were able to prestige in multiplayer. You get to level 70 prestige or level 1. You do that 10 times. They got rid of that. It's not in this Call of Duty at all. You get to 155 in the season, and that's where you're capped out for the season until the season resets. I think if they were smart, they would add the prestige system to the battle royale. In my opinion, I think that'd be smart for them to do, just so you could see, oh, this person's, prestige 8 in, Warzone. They play a lot of fucking Warzone,
Right. I think it'd be nice if they did something similar to how Overwatch does their player borders, they're around their character.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see as once you get level 100, you get a star, and then that'll be a bronze star. You get 5 stars, and then you go to silver, and then you go to gold, and then you go blah blah blah. Right. Then eventually you end up with this rainbow effect. Once you're level 10,000 or something absurd like that, you end up with this crazy looking border where everybody's like, wow, he plays a lot.
Does anyone have that?
Yeah, XQC has it.
Seriously,
dude.
I don't know who that is. Sorry, he got banned.
He is the #1 streamer for Overwatch ever.
He was the #1 streamer. He got banned yesterday from Twitch.
Oh, yep. Okay, never mind. Let's not talk about that.
Was the #1 streamer. Also, I think he had the third most subscribers on Twitch, and they banned him quick as hell.
All right, well.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but...
I guess let's switch topics then.
Yeah. He'll get unbanned. It's not that big a deal. He didn't do anything crazy. He'll get unbanned. In my opinion.
It was accidental, from what I understand.
It was, but it wasn't at the same time. It was...
I'll have to look into it afterwards.
Yeah,
so
it's not a big deal.
Let's move forward on the list because we're about halfway through. We're not halfway through the list yet.
Yeah. So
and this next one's big. Next one's big.
Yeah, it's funny because it said it's on the list. It's Warzone and then nothing else, and then the next one is Borderlands. 6 things under it.
Yeah.
It's
Borderlands 3, dude.
Yeah.
They put out a roadmap actually of everything they're going to release here in the upcoming months, and here in March, paid content add-on, which is I think it's free if you ended up getting the season pass deal when the game first came out, right?
Yep.
And what it is spoiler alerts. Guns, Love, and Tentacles, which is a new DLC with Wainwright and Hammerlock getting married, and they're going to be introducing a new planet.
Hammerlock was he's the old guy with the monocle from Borderlands 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you haven't played Borderlands 3, right?
I have not played
So
Borderlands 3.
Wainwright is Jacob Wainwright, I think, or Wayne. Yeah, he is the like descendant of the Jacobs family, the people who made the Jacobs guns in the game.
Oh, okay.
So
I like Jacob.
yeah, he owns all that now. He is like
Yeah.
the inheritance of the Jacobs name and all that fun stuff. Super rich
Right.
in the game. Super rich.
Yep. And then they're also going to have an appearance of Gage,
yep,
the
yep.
necromancer from
Yep.
Borderlands 2.
She
Okay.
is from what they showed, she is the wedding planner. Gage is the wedding planner
That should be an
Right.
interesting wedding.
for their wedding. Yeah, so that should be interesting. I didn't know about the new planet, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I wrote it down, and Xylergos, I think Xylergos, maybe
Okay.
the way it's pronounced. I don't know.
Okay. That's exciting.
It's weird if I'm the one saying I don't know how it's pronounced out of us three.
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah. But it's supposed to be Ice World, and they're bringing
Okay.
in a couple new enemies. we'll
Enemies.
call 'em.
Yeah. And then they're doing like the whole
Yeah.
like Cthulhu theme is what the whole thing is
Ye-
based around, is the
Yeah.
whole Cthulhu tentacles and stuff.
Yep.
So should be fun. I'm excited for it, honestly. Comes out this month, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the end of 24th?
The 26th.
26th. I was so close.
But before that,
Mhm.
they are putting the release out on Steam.
Which is big.
That's I think a lot of people held off buying the game because of that.
I think a lot of people didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot
I
of
don't
people.
either, but
I think a lot of people
Yeah.
talked a bunch of
I
shit,
mean-
but I don't think they bought it.
yeah, I didn't have to buy it. So, yeah,
But yeah, so Steam release, they're doing full cross-platform with Steam and Epic, which I think is pretty cool.
Is it going to be available on Switch as well?
I don't
I
believe
doubt it.
so. I don't believe so. And I know they're still currently working on full cross-platform between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. They said they were going to do that, and they said they weren't able to finish it and get it all working before launch. But they said they are committed to releasing it to be full cross-platform, so everybody can play together. So
I mean, that sounds like it could be a good time.
yeah. I mean, everybody gets to play together. There's no problems there. So the Steam and Epic being cross-platform is an interesting something I didn't think would ever happen. Honestly,
Right.
being two different launchers and everything like that, whole different stores, and all the banter back and forth, between people hating Epic and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess I never thought that would happen, but it's more players, and it makes everybody happy. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. They're also doing Mayhem 2.0. Chop, you have
April.
in April. Yeah, you haven't
I
played,
don't know
but
what Mayhem is.
yeah. So basically, when you beat the game, you it's basically like torment levels. You torment. It's Mayhem 1, 2, and 3. It ups the health. Actually, there's 4 now, but it ups the health. Gives them the enemies more health, makes them do more damage. More loot drops. Higher chance for legendaries and stuff like that. And then there's modifiers. So you could get like plus assault rifle damage, but you get like minus like shotgun damage or something like that. You know what I mean? You could get like plus 75% melee damage, but then you could get like negative 75% gun damage.
Which, for your purposes, wouldn't be such a big deal.
Exactly.
Actually, it kind of would, because the gun that you use to be melee
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So it's interesting. I think, and obviously they think too, because they're doing a complete overhaul of it. I think it has a lot of issues, because you can just like quit out and then load back in. I could quit in and out and look and just wait until I get the plus 75% melee damage, and then play with that. You know what I mean?
So it could end up being like Diablo, where you're trying to just get that right map.
Exactly. Basically, you're just trying to get the right modifiers. So they knew that issue. So their quick fix to that issue was Mayhem 4. They just basically up the enemy health like crazy, up the loot drops like crazy, and there's no modifiers. There are no modifiers roll on Mayhem 4. On Mayhem 1, you get 1 modifier, 1 positive and negative. Mayhem 2, 2 positives and 2 negatives. Mayhem 3, 3 positive, 3 negatives. Mayhem 4, it's just no modifiers at all. It's just everybody has crazy health, and the loot drops are insane. So that was their quick fix for it. The way that they briefly touched over Mayhem 2.0 is that you're going to like farm for your guns and everything like that in Mayhem 1 to get to Mayhem 2. If you ever did OP levels and Borderlands 2,
Yeah.
Where you had to like once you got to like OP3, you had to farm all your shit again to get all
Yeah,
your shit
it
up
was
to
a pain.
OP3. Yeah, I think they're doing that again, basically with Mayhem. There's going to be 10 Mayhem levels, and they said you're going to have to work your way up to Mayhem 10, which is fine. It adds a lot of not depth, but replayability, I guess.
Replayability is really tough for the Borderlands games,
Yeah,
honestly, because once you beat through this, a lot of people play it for the story mode, you know.
yeah,
And once you get through it, it's now what?
and
Now
then
you go
Yeah.
get the best guns and you get the highest level.
yeah, and the biggest problem with, in my opinion, I think Mongo agrees, is with Borderlands is like that's the only way to level a character is campaign.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And once you've done it 3 times, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, you're just dragging.
And then you're like,
Right.
all right, let's do Vault Hunter. No, let's do True Vault Hunter. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. As much as we love the grind, like there has to be some kind of difference in between it, you know, which is why I think like the Diablo was so successful. Is the different maps made it feel different, you know, until you put
Right.
a million hours in it.
Yeah, I think they should have done something like that in Borderlands 3, like
Well,
some kind of rift
we
system. But-
We were hoping for the Rift system.
Yeah, that's how they portrayed it, in my opinion. And they were talking about it and stuff. They were like, yeah, we took a lot of aspects from Diablo, like dungeons and stuff. And I was like, oh, we're gonna get like a rift system. This is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna
Right,
play
we were-
Borderlands.
It had that
really
potential for
excited.
sure.
Yeah, like I was like, I'm gonna play Borderlands 3 like a motherfucker if they have rifts in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like it's over for me.
Well, we thought that was the case, and then like I think day 3 when we were already doing what Mayhem 3 Rifts.
Yeah, we were doing Mayhem 3. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. Fuck. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
like a rift, but it's just not. Is the easiest way to put it. You go onto the planet, you load into this they're called trials. Trials of
Trials, yeah.
trials of something. Anyway, you load into the map, you load in, you kill a bunch of people, there's a boss at the end. It sounds a lot like a rift. It's just not as easy to run back, if that makes sense. You can't be like, "Oh, you beat it? Okay, let's like go through the portal and let's load up another one and let's keep doing it." It's like they're very static. Each one on the planet stays exactly the same. The boss is exactly the same. The layout's exactly the
Enemies
same.
Spawn from the exact same
Yeah.
spot.
Did they fix anything with the PvP or dueling, I guess, in Borderlands yet, or is that still a total shit show?
No, it's just a shit show. It's whoever like shoots first, kind of thing.
Exactly.
So, you
Yeah.
know,
That's how it was in Borderlands too.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's-
rough.
I think they just kind of it's there to have fun, but it's too hard to balance around.
Well, it's fun early game, like
Yeah, yeah,
first 10 levels. It's really fun
Yeah.
because it actually your shots matter. But
yeah. Late
end
game,
game,
it's
it's
like I'll throw 10 grenades and while the countdown's
Right.
starting, and as soon as it's over, you'll die.
yeah, exactly. Or
So-
you just have infinity pistol with bouncing bullets and
Sounds like
just hold
you're
M1.
talking from experience. Must have got destroyed or something.
Yeah.
He's upset.
Imagine.
Imagine. And then they're doing Cartel. One of the things that they in the roadmap, Cartel. It's a free DLC. Was it is it an event? The Cartel is an event, right?
Yeah, for in-game event.
Okay,
You
so
take
it's just
out-
an event. It's like the Christmas event or the Halloween event or the Valentine's event.
Yeah. I
It's
think
just
they're gonna have like skins and stuff for it.
Yeah. Limited time. That's my biggest issue with Borderlands is like the events. Is like I started playing and I was like, I want all these skins from the Halloween event.
Right.
But it's
yeah,
over.
there should be a way for you to go back and get them.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
over.
oh, I hate to keep bringing up the one game that I have experience with, but
Here we
Overwatch
go.
has an anniversary event where you can go and get all of the other skins from that year, which is kind of nice because if you went somewhere during Christmas and you didn't have a chance to like log in and grind for 12 hours to get all your skins,
Yeah.
well, there's a way for you to get them, which
Yeah.
is nice.
That is nice. That is nice. So I'm sure once the game is like out of its like life cycle, maybe all the events will be active, or maybe it'll just run in a cycle. Every Halloween, Halloween, the event will just pop back up, on its own, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm sure, but I don't know. When I'm playing now, I'm like, man, I really want to do like the Halloween event. I want to go see what it was. People have like
Right.
guns from the Halloween event that have special abilities on them that I can't get because they're Halloween event abilities and they're really good.
Oh, it's not just skins; it's actually like gameplay changing as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for the Halloween event, I don't think there was anything
Yeah.
for I don't think there was anything for the Valentine's event. For the Halloween event, there was a thing called like Terrify or something like that, and basically like you can get a debuff on you called like Terrify. But there was guns, like say you got like Terrified, you do 200% more damage with that gun. You
Oh,
know,
damn.
so
Okay.
people would get like, I think there's like a grenade that you can like throw at your feet and it terrifies you. So people have like guns and stuff like that that give them a bunch more damage. They terrify themselves and melt the bosses. I can't, like, if I'm playing, I can't get that stuff. It's only in the Halloween event and it's over. You know, so they have
Right,
they have that
okay.
upper advantage. You know what I mean? Like you can't get that stuff. But not a big deal. Fine, I'll be fine.
Right.
It won't matter at the end of the day when the editor comes out and you can just edit all that shit on your gun and cheat. So, and
Yeah.
then it's Borderlands again, you know.
Yeah, well,
And then
they did a lot of non-border things anyway with this game. You know?
yeah, I agree. And then we have another takedown.
Guardian Takedown.
Yeah, Guardian Takedown coming out, which is just a raid. I haven't done the Malawan takedown because I'm lazy, but apparently
Takedowns are raids for Borderlands 3?
yeah. So they're up to
Yeah.
4-player raids, but obviously people do them solo because they hate themselves, I guess. I don't know. And it's just like a longer thing. It's kind of like OP levels. Is what it's like. You fight a couple people. A mini boss appears. You kill the mini boss. Go to the next zone. At the end, there's a giant boss. You know that has a couple different phases and all kinds of stuff.
Right. Okay.
And they specifically made it to where it can be done in 4 players. And they said before the game even launched, they wanted to make sure all the content was soloable, because that's a big thing in Borderlands. You know, being able to, in most games when I have raids, you know, people try to solo. So everything is soloable. It's just really hard. And I think they said something like 17 or 20% of people who joined the takedown have completed it all the way through, which is
Okay.
pretty
that's
small amount.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a pretty small
Yeah.
amount though, which I was surprised to hear when they said that. I was like, it's gonna be like 85% of people. It's Borderlands. That was my thought. Is like it's Borderlands. You know, it's not like it's not Destiny, or you know, one of these games that has like crazy raid mechanics. Like wow, but to
Right,
hear
yeah.
it was only like 20% or whatever it was, I was like, oh wow, it made me want to try it. Honestly, it made me want to like play a little more and get to the end game again and give
I
it
mean,
a
to be
shot.
fair, with WoW, I mean, current raids usually the mechanics are too advanced, or the bosses are too overly scaled with the mechanics
Hmm.
to be able to have every single person on the server just like get to end game and do the raid.
Yeah,
Usually, there's stuff that you have to do to get gear that's good enough, bring your item level up high enough to where you can actually compete in that raid.
yeah.
Right.
A lot of the end game content's inaccessible to the majority of people who are end game.
The casuals.
Right, the filthy casual.
The filthy casuals, yeah. So I'm excited for the takedown. I'm gonna try to get to end game with my melee only character, or as everyone else likes to call it, my shotgun only character. Whatever. I hate you guys.
That's exactly what it is.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Listen, there's a relic in the game. You heal off of melee damage, and the shotgun heals you. That's all I'm gonna say. Sounds
Listen,
like
if you have to explain the technicalities between your melee crap, it's not melee.
anyway. So Division 2 is getting an expansion.
Is it?
Oh my
Segue, segues.
Scripted.
So I'm excited. I played the Division 2 at launch. Mongo's never played the Division. You never played the Division, Shop, right?
I have not. I did watch probably Shroud play it. I watched somebody play it, and it looked like a neat concept for a game.
Yeah. So it's basically
But I
Diablo,
never- Yeah.
but with guns.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
a good time.
they're doing what? Adding a couple levels.
Yeah, adding 10 extra levels. I believe
Yeah.
they're adding another raid.
Player levels is
Yep.
what you're saying?
Player levels, yep. Adding another raid, if I'm not mistaken. Some more exotics, so they have like exotic quests you can go on. They're like long chain events where at the end you get like a crazy OP gun. You can have like one exotic on and one exotic piece of armor on at a time, you know.
What determines an exotic?
Just its rarity. It's basically just like a long quest chain to unlock these exotics. Some of them can take some of them you can get done in a day.
Yeah.
But some of them take like a week, I believe. Like you have to wait to like reset to roll around and stuff like that to be able to officially unlock. You have to like just go do like, go do this mission on this difficulty or go collect this kind of stuff, you know, and then eventually you unlock that exotic.
So
and then-
similar to Guild Wars.
yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, god damn it. So that's exciting. As Freddie was telling me that all the exotics from year like 1 and 2, you can go back and farm for it still. So even though like none of us have played, now that we're coming in, we can still go back and farm those exotics, and then we can get them up to current level, and they're still usable.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
that'll be
So
helpful.
we were thinking that it was out what, the 3rd?
It comes out the 3rd, yes, March 3rd.
Yeah,
Hey, there's a lot of stuff dropping on the 3rd, huh?
potentially.
Potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
But
What?
I'm curious if it's the 2nd. I pulled up their site here.
Okay. Listening.
And it says release schedule.
Yeah.
Division 2 Warlords of New York. USA. They're doing maintenance March 2nd, 12:30 a.m. Available to play PC on Uplay and Epic March 2nd.
March 2nd? You cut out there.
Yeah. Yeah, March 2nd.
Okay. What time?
I think this says 3 a.m. PST.
So
That's pretty early.
that's pretty early. That's probably just for PC, I bet.
Xbox One, PS4, March 3rd.
Yeah.
12 a.m.
Okay, so I'll have something to play tomorrow then.
Yeah.
That's exciting. If you pre-order it and you buy the expansion, you get a boost to level 30. You get all the gear and everything, so you don't have to like grind out the story like 1 to 30 and then do the 30 to 40. You can get a boost. Chop, just there is an entire PvP area in the game.
Okay.
With loot specific stuff that you can only get in PvP. Coming with the new expansion, so you know if you do play the game, you can grind up your character and destroy kids in PvP.
Right.
So
that's kind of what I do.
yeah, so you could try that. So it's fun. I played it when it first launched. I don't remember why I stopped playing it. It's kind of my thing. I play a game for a week and I don't play it ever again. So
Yeah, that's fair. There's so much content out there.
But I'm excited. They're making it more grindy with like rolls and stuff like that, kind of Diablo, where we're going to be hunting for that perfect roll for a long time. And they wanted that. They wanted that grind there because people said there wasn't any grind in Division 2. So they just made it ridiculous, where you're going to be hunting for a long time, doing like an event over and over and over again, getting the same drop, trying to get that perfect roll, which is what people want. People want that, you know?
Right. Well, some people want that. Some people just want the item to drop and then they move on.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true. One of the interesting mechanics that's coming with the new expansion is if you get, there's different colors of rarity. There's like green, blue, orange, yellow. And then there's max roll. So if you get like a pair of gloves and it rolls with a max like critical hit chance on it, it's orange. It'll have like an orange background, so this is a max roll. If it's not a max roll, there's like a white bar under it, and it kind of like shows how close it is to max roll. So if like the white bar is halfway full, it's only halfway to max kind of thing. But what they're doing, so say you get like a green piece of glove with a max roll on it that you might want later, you can take that pair of gloves and you can destroy it, and you can take that roll, and with that roll you can bank it. You put it in a bank. And so say you get a legendary gloves later that you want to put like the max critical hit chance on, you can just throw it on there from the bank. So anyway, it's pretty interesting. I'm excited. I'll play it tomorrow, and unless Warzone launches, and then I won't play it. So
we'll see.
I'm excited for that. Are you gonna get it, Chop?
I think I will.
Okay.
Just try to figure out if I end up liking a game like that, because I'm primarily an FPS player and I do enjoy the mechanics of playing Diablo to try to get on that leaderboard and try to get up to rank 1, which is fun.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it though. So and then what we got the bucket.
We do. Yep. I just had to make sure that I pulled a couple of things out.
Yeah, like the Chop wins. Lol. Okay.
I don't know where that went, but
your audio definitely means you lose.
I did lose today for sure. I don't know what happened with my audio, but whatever.
That's what happens when you spend money on it.
I know, right? I should have just gone back to a headset mic.
True.
Called it good.
True.
I mean, to be fair, mine sounded better than yours.
True.
Rip.
True.
Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Well, let's see what we got from the bucket.
All right.
The bucket right here of talking points. People wanted to talk about.
I feel like I know what he's gonna pull out, and I'm real worried.
Oh wait, that's not related.
Yep.
Never mind.
Throw that one on the ground.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got
Chop
favor the
drank
shooter.
one night.
I did. I put a bunch of random stuff in the bucket that should not be in the bucket.
yeah. We're not gonna. Yeah, it's fine.
I pulled out favor the shooter.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
So,
Explain.
if you're unfamiliar with favor the shooter, when you shoot somebody in a game and you see them at one location and your ping is super high, a lot of the times that person will have already gone around the wall on their end, but they take damage around the wall as if you shot them through it. That mechanic's called favor the shooter. So whoever takes the shot wherever they were in space and time and their enemy was in space and time relative to them, that's who takes damage, which feels really bad when you're the person getting shit on.
I remember that early Apex.
Yeah, early Apex, it was a huge deal. It's still kind of a thing in COD. It doesn't happen super bad, but sometimes
It does for Mongo.
It does for Mongo, because Mongo ends up with like a 200 ping. And
Yeah.
That's because I'm playing with a bunch of East Coaster turds.
Yeah. So when you play on East Coast as West Coast, you end up with it more. But it goes both ways. So on your screen, the person's still around the ISO container or Connex box, whatever you want to call it. But for them, they've already, gone all the way around. They've made a full lap around that thing before you finally shot them, and they're dead. And they don't know why. So do you enjoy the mechanic because it helps you, or do you hate the mechanic because you die to it more?
Well, it doesn't
You
help.
really need me to answer this one?
It doesn't help Mongo at all. It's never favored Mongo one time. I guarantee
Or it's never
that.
favored Mongo that he's aware of.
No.
It's never favored me.
I've seen him play. It's never favored him. It's not come up one time where they're like, wow, that was good thing you had that 200 ping.
Yeah, that guy probably should have lived.
Yeah. It's never happened not one time. Yeah, never. I've always heard, why didn't he die and why am I dead?
Or I shot him in the face like 8 times.
No, that's Chop.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I'm used to playing hardcore, and then I pop in with you guys and I'm playing core.
Well,
so
learn to shoot people.
Elitist.
Learn to shoot.
It takes 13 pistol shots to take somebody down.
It's like Santa.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not playing core with you guys. I'm like, why not? He's like, oh, well, I can't use my FAL. I'm like, so you can't shoot the person twice?
FAL is pretty easy to use in core, I think. But...
Yeah, and he was like, so I was like, so you can't shoot the person more than once? He goes, no. I was like, that's not my problem.
I mean, if you hit him in the hips or below, then it takes like 4 or 5 shots.
Yeah.
But somebody with an MP7.
So what do you think about favor the shooter, Chop?
I like it.
Wow.
Personally.
Well,
I don't like it anymore.
Controversial.
Wow. We are going to have to replace you.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't really bring a lot to the table.
We know.
True.
Bad audio.
Wow. All right. So the only reason that I like favor the shooter is because it gives every single gamer less of a glitchy experience. Because if the game had to render exactly where every single person was at every given second, you'd end up with like 180 tick servers and potential glitching around. So it would be hard to have smooth animations.
Yeah.
And a lot of FPS gaming is reading animations. So me personally, I enjoy favor the shooter. Well, I wouldn't even necessarily I enjoy it. I like favor the shooter for what it is, because it gives the shooter, which is me, a better experience. It's not just getting hit markers and then the person lives.
You know what I mean? I think that'll make somebody not want to play the game ever again.
If they get hit markers and then somebody doesn't die. Yeah
100%, because that's almost where I'm at with Call of Duty right now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
you do get hit markered a lot.
You'll be fine, Mongo. You get over it.
I'm sure you'll live.
Look here, okay. It's not fun. It's not fun when you're shooting people and you're shotgunning them in the face like 3 times, and then they just turn around. They look at you like they're the goddamn Hulk.
I don't think that's favor the shooter.
They Hulk smash.
Yeah, that's not favor the shooter. That's bad ping.
No, that's just Mongo can't shoot straight.
That's fair.
I don't think we should get bad ping, favor the shooter, or Mongo can't shoot to save his life mixed up in any way.
No, they're all one and the same. God damn it.
They're not though. They all live together, but
nothing to do with favor the shooter.
What's that?
Latency doesn't have anything to do with favoring the shooter.
It does, because your connection to the server is slower than their connection to the server. So it does. But when you're in a one-on-one fight and the person has their back to you, the person has their back to you, and you shoot 3 shotgun shots and they turn around and kill you, that's not ping or favor the shooter. You missed 3 shotgun shots and they shot you in the face and then teabagged you.
Nope.
I mean,
That tactical crouch. Tactical.
Nope.
tactical crouch. Tactical crouch.
Nope. I refuse to believe this.
That's fine. That's fine. You can refuse all you want. I think
refuse to believe it.
I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. Not a weird flex or anything.
You said that earlier, so it is kind of weird flex.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have good internet now, but when I was younger, we didn't have great internet. So, you know, I've experienced like the good ping and the bad ping and everything in between. I just
don't think anybody had good internet when we were kids.
Some people did. Those I don't know, the bougie white people. I don't know. Can I say that?
I don't know.
I don't know. So I think it's just an unnecessary evil. You know, it's just unnecessary evil.
I agree to that.
So
yeah. But
however, I think if you have
people
like
with higher ping do get a better experience out of favor the shooter though.
yes, they do. But I also believe that if like you're over like 250 ping, you should get kicked out the lobby immediately.
You should. There should be a ping cap.
Yeah, I think like sometimes people run in there like 330 ping, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like it's not even fair at that point. So I think there should be a ping cap. I never understood why there wasn't. I guess because then Mongo wouldn't be able to play Call of Duty with us, but whatever.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just an unnecessary evil. I don't have any problems with
play
it.
is a strong term.
Amazing content,
Right.
like going up against sweaties.
Right. Where can they find that amazing content? I was just curious.
I don't know.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Misses the plug.
Misses
Oh
the
my
plug.
goodness.
I can't believe this, dude.
Oh.
How do you miss
Jesus
the plug?
Christ.
Oh no, I got it. Believe me, I got it.
You're supposed to plug.
No.
Jesus, boys. This is degraded.
Anyway,
Okay,
And I
so
think
you
think
see
we're
the
at our
spelling
time.
up here. If you add twitch.tv in front of that, that'll take you to my channel.
yeah,
right.
that's fair. I'll give you that. So mine's in the top right corner of mine, but I went ahead and posted it in chat so you can just click it because I'll be going live right after this.
Wow. Weird. Of course you will.
That's rough.
Weird.
Are you trying to take our podcast viewers?
Jesus.
I mean, if they want to come watch me rage, sure.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, someone will wrap this up. Hello?
You got it, bud.
I got it?
You got it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Failed that one.
Everybody for watching. I'm trying to type at the same time. I'm trying to type on a notepad and get everybody's link so I can post it in chat at one time, but it's the whole thing.
Trying to chew gum and walk at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I used to date a girl that couldn't do that, swear to God. She'd chew gum, and if you gave her gum, she'd sit down on the sidewalk. I swear. She was kind of stupid. No, she was
trolling.
No, I'm not trolling.
We were just
serious.
let into Jobless's life a little bit there.
I'm so serious.
And now things are starting to make sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the stupid one. I could chew gum and walk. She was. I was stupid for dating her. Anyway,
thank you for watching.
yeah, thanks for watching. You can watch Chop if you want. You don't have to though.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Did you hear that audio issue stuff?
Yeah. That'll keep going on. It's not gonna fix itself. So yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. I don't have the link to that because I'm a pleb, but someone can get it, I'm sure, and post it in the chat. But subscribe to YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back next week for episode 3, where I won't be hungover.
And hopefully Chop won't have audio issues.
He probably will. Though, so.
Bye.
Bye.